We shall move on to a more social perspective sort of question. So, how can the community this and government better support families dealing with childhood cancer?
Okay, so I feel like first we come with the government. Government should give more subsidy in the voice of the treatment voice, and then the medical medicines that now is come into the third generation, maybe fourth generation, taking time to go into the blue book. You know what is blue book, right? Blue book is the medicine. All the subsidized medicine will go to that blue book. Blue book is the subsidized medicine only. So many like immunotherapy or medicines are not into the blue book yet, but that process need to be expedite more. To get the positive impact so that more people won't suffer financially. That is the important. And then I feel like the government also should do more awareness thing widely to the public about creating why child with cancer getting, why this is happening, and then they also need to participate. If you ask me, in a social impact, I would say there is a divorce cases increasing in alarming rate also with once the child diagnosed with cancer. That is like first I would say it's like a guilt tripping. Okay, they guilt trip. It's always like the father blame the mother, mother blame the father. Oh, you never take care of your child nicely. Oh, because you smoke in front of them, that's why you get. The guilt tripping. They get the cancer. So, oh, you never breastfeed. That's why. But actually, the thing is, they should know that child cancer doesn't happen like that. It's like now, even till now, scientists may have no what they call no evidence to prove these statements. So it's basically it's a genetic mutation only. So this is need to be tell everybody so that this guilt tripping will stop, and then this divorce rate will be less. And the other side of this divorce rate increase of this also because the family involvement in this, like they will be like, oh, my mother-in-law say this must give this this is the social thing inside. They each other they give too much input to the parents who is already suffering a lot in their life, and then they going to go through this. What will happen? The couples will quarrel themselves. You are not listening, you are not. It's like we love actually everybody give input because they love the child, but the thing is they should know when to give, what to say to the child, and let the professional to do the best thing for the. So it's always like end of the day they need to go to. So this kind of a thing all the government part have to do. So beside the government, the social you're asking about the social, what the society can do.
Yes,
Society is must build the empathy, I would say. That is the empathy is the most important part when to this, because why what I see is like we are lacking of I don't blame anybody because of the lack of awareness about the empathy also. I would say that's why they react. Like some people don't know how to react, so they say something that will be very cruel to the family. So when why empathy is like when you have to put yourself in the person place before saying anything. So like what like okay, when the mother come and mother knows the child is got cancer, then you was like you can't tell the person immediately, I have my grandmother, auntie's grandmother, the cousin all got cancer and they passed away. Don't share negative things. So negative. They already in a dilemma like that, and then you suddenly give them. Then they will think my child also going to die. You see. So how was so? If you don't know anything to say, you just can say nothing, or you can say, "I will pray for you. I will just I'll be with you. You need any help? You look, ask for me." So we have to learn to say this. Everybody should learn. How we in the initial stage, like when we are getting civilized, we learn to say thank you and sorry. That's how this thing also we need to be learned that when you heard any bad news, don't suddenly react. Put yourself in their place and say appropriate things only. So if you don't know the appropriate things, just say I'll be with you. You need any help, look for me. That's all. Or nothing. We can say nothing also. It's okay because the parents rather than hear very bad comments, They can be just like move on. I mean, without any input in them, because the struggle is, it's not the same. Like every day and night, the parents going to in their mind, the child, they is the trauma is there, they going to lose a child. So I feel the society needs more empathy. And just now when I say about the girl, I mean the divorce cases, right? Actually, society also plays big part. I mean, let the parents make the right decision for the child. So don't give inappropriate, I mean unsolidated advice, I would say. And then you get upset when they don't follow, you know. So like why I say unsolidated, because some is not proven statistically. Even some they will ask for superstitious, go to superstitious, you go and go see this bomo. It's, that is very huge. There is a studies, a lot of studies going on about, go see this bomo, go to this magic, black magic practitioner, and then end of the day they also going to take a lot of money from you. And then they definitely not going to send your kids go to hospital because they need to earn. So and then this, at least why I would say the medical wise is good, why this is not, I won't support. I would say that is bad because I don't do research about it. So I have nobody to say it's bad. But I would say you must like proven things with statistic. So what is the statistic for this? What is statistic? So you weigh the decision based on the statistic. So this is what I would say, like a society and the parents. The parents need to weigh this. So I mean they have to do this decision by themselves. So society can't give this input for them and confuse them more. Actually, I would say.
Very informational base. Well, folks, I'm very sure empathy plays a really good, really strong role here. So, Miss, moving on, Miss Lavanya, what is the one thing you wish more people understood about childhood cancer in Malaysia?
Okay, so that is what I say. Like every these treatments are going to cost you millions sometimes. So everybody should know that it's like a not attack when they need fun or anything. Don't treat them like a beggar or poor people. So this is like we have to normalize. This is normal when like everybody, if like someone give I mean a government give a free fund or anything, everybody want to go and take, right? I mean there is no anything. So treat this also same as like when the child is diagnosed with cancer and then they need the fund, and then when the parents are looking for, you just treat them just like you, that's all. You don't treat them different. And then they also must have that empathy to donate, importantly, because I mean it's not a must, but any amount is not a small amount. I would say, because even $1 for 1 million is already 1 million.
Yes.
Correct. $1 is a very big thing. So how many millions we have in our Malaysia? 32 million. Correct. So you see how many? I mean, literally about next 8 years, we can cover all the child with the cancer we can treat, because every 100,000 kids, 77 children can get cancer in Malaysia. Every 100. So imagine how many children are in Malaysia now. So how many could get cancer? And recently I went to Sarawak, the child cancer department, and I figure out that every year 200 kids are passing because of cancer in Malaysia. 200 kids. Isn't it sad? 200 kids is not small amount,
Yes, Miss.
right?
That's a really impactful statistic there by Miss Lavanya. All right, Miss. So moving on to our last question for our interview, Miss Lavanya, personally, what do you feel towards these innocent children suffering from cancer?
Obviously, it's a very heartbreaking. It's very, very heartbreaking. There's like I'm an initial stage. Our first question, so I told you. I mean, I really sometimes I do cry for next 2 days, 2 nights. I couldn't sleep thinking of them. The night time is the very solo, very alone time. So when I hear the same, the next big child, the next door child is passed on because of the treatment is not successful, or because of the infection, I won't sleep for the next 2 days, because also sad for the obviously, and also the trauma. Like I also have a child with cancer at home, and this is like a never ending. Actually, if you ask the caregivers, caregivers grieving is not about the passing, also grieving about the fear of having, how if the cancer come back, how if the cancer, what are you going to do, what, how that how question is the even your child going to be a 30 also, it will haunt you. Definitely it will haunt you. So this is the worst thing that I mean, as a parents, I could feel, even although my child is now 1 year 3 months in a remission, the same thing I still feel that every night, or I don't see her, I feel like what happened to her. I mean, where is she? I mean, how is something that I don't speak out aloud, but yeah, I wish to say the fear is there still. Every moment, every second, we have that fear. We live on the fear.
Very emotional, Miss. Before we end this interview, Miss, what would you like to say to our audience, Miss, who are watching this, who watched this interview?
Yeah, basically what we are here in this Children Cancer Association Malaysia, what we do is to create the awareness of what is childhood cancer, how they get the childhood cancer, what is the reason we are getting, and how you early symptoms, importantly, early symptoms of this cancer, and also the prognosis of the treatment, how it works when you detect the cancer earlier, and importance of financial, like insurance, or the even the fundraising these campaigns. And then the third one, the empathy. So the three things that I would really love this our audience would want to know, need to know, actually need to know more, to make sure there is no child in Malaysia die because of cancer. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Miss
Yeah.
Lavaniyah, for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much.